Johanna Ngeno deserves recognition. Na kwa hivyo hiyo mpango alikuwa nayo ya kupanga hawa artists for the next 5 years. Tutatoa pesa ya serikali milioni 20 kila mwaka kupanga hiyo kazi Ngeno alikuwa anafanya. It will be taken over by the ministry responsible for arts, and we are going to support.
Yesterday, during a public mass requiem for the 6 victims of the ill-fated helicopter crash 5 days ago, one thing came out clearly. The people of Kipsigis are a bit tired of President William Ruto's regime. At one particular time, they shouted one term. At one particular point, they refused other leaders to speak. These all incidents happen in front of influential political leaders from UDA. Look at that time. People like Oscar Sudi were trying to calm down the situation, but young men and women were just praising their king, praising their fallen hero, a man who stood with them, whether in silence, whether in fight, everywhere, fighting for their justice. I want you to understand that Emurua Dikirr is a very different region. One, Emurua Dikirr was born out of the 2007-2008 clashes, when the post-and pre-election violence occurred. That is one of the places that was affected because people were fighting against the Kenyan community in that region. The reason why people may also have been tired of President William Ruto's government is because Johanna Ngeno is the only spokesperson who has been fighting for their rights in South Rift, particularly the incidents of Angata Baragoi, a land that they themselves say their great-grandfathers were brought by Wazungus to be farmers, to be laborers, and they later fought to win that farm. Until today, the people living in Angata Baragoi have not been given or issued with title deeds. And the recent incident happened when 8 people were killed. Johanna Ngeno actually fled to that region and chased away the GSU camp that was there. Remember, even when the police chief, Douglas Kanja, visited the region, people said we will not talk if Johanna Ngeno is not with them. And it forced the government of the day to hire a chopper and take Ngeno to Emurua Dikiir, particularly Angata Baragoi, so that he led his people pour their pain to the region. So even today, President William Ruto will face hard time during that mass burial. During this final journey of letting Emurua Dikirr MP Johanna Ngeno rest, President William Ruto will have time to answer those questions. Else 2032, Kipsigis community might revolt. They will reject President William Ruto's government going forward. In that context, there are even reports that Johanna Ngeno was finding his way out of government before 2027. Those are just emanating reports that are neither confirmed or unconfirmed. But the thing is, they were tired of the lies the government have always told them. The government of the day has lied to them several times, several moments, because they understood their leader Johanna Ngeno. That is why when you listen to any Kipsigis, particularly those people from the Narok County, Kipsigis from Narok, wanasema sahi wameachwa kama mayatima kwenye siasa. Manake Johanna Ngeno would stand. Kama ni mbaya, ni mbaya. Kama ni mzuri, tuitengeneze. But kama ni mbaya, tunajaribu. Johanna Ngeno had no heart of going back. He had no heart of being, what do we call, akuwa nalipwa, you know. Yeye akuwa nalipwa. He was doing it from his own heart for his people. Look at how he empowered Rift Valley artists. You organize a fundraiser empowerment program, anakuja na 1,300 anakupea. Even though you are young or big artist, people would raise 1 million for you. You will have a better life. You will now have something to say, yes, the career I'm doing has paid off. No other leader had that idea for decades, even President William Ruto. The other day, when Ruto was mourning and visiting the family of Johanna Ngeno, he said there was a time that Johanna Ngeno came and told him to give him 30 million, only to go and empower artists in Eldoret. That is why Johanna Ngeno is very close to the people, and it will leave a lot of questions to the Kenya Kwanza government to answer those questions. If not, you will not see Kipsigis in that table. Because the capacity, the level at which Johanna Ngeno was, even the likes of Murkomen, the likes of Aaron Cheriot, the like of Oscar Sudi, cannot match the status quo of the late Emurua Dikirr MP Johanna Ngeno. Yesterday, Sudi announced that he will now take over the mantle as the patron to all Kalenjin community music and comedians. But questions came, or questions have arisen. How will Oscar Sudi na hiyo kiburi even ajibu text ya msanii? Because Johanna Ngeno, you could call him and he will pick his call no matter who you are. That is the uniqueness Johanna Ngeno had. And that is why he was close to his people. Hiyo kiburi ya kina Murkomen, hiyo kiburi ya kina Aaron Cheriot, kiburi ya kina Kiborek, kiburi ya kina Oscar Sudi, can they lower themselves to that level to allow themselves to talk to people wenye wako huko chini na wasikize na walete hiyo mamilioni? Can they? That is the questions the Kalenjin community, the Kipsigis particularly, will be asking President William Ruto today.